Earth Care Communities. One Community Weekly Progress Update, number 619.
One Community is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We are creating open source and free shared blueprints and resources, tools and tutorials, and do-it-yourself instructions for highest good living. Creating solution models that create additional solution creating models in the service of all life on this planet. This includes highest good approaches to food, energy, housing, education, for-profit and non-profit business creation, society, and true earth stewardship.
Welcome back, everyone. Jay again here for our January 27th, 2025 edition, our Weekly Progress Update. And today's topic is Earth Care Communities. Everything you see happening in the background of this video are our plans, which we are creating open source tools, tutorials, resources, and do-it-yourself instructions for replication to create Earth Care Communities. And our Earth Care Community model includes, specifically built into it, stewardship. But it's built on the physical foundations of sustainability, which everybody are familiar with. And you could say, some could argue like, oh, well, if you're just building sustainably, then you're doing something in the form of earth care. And that is true. If you're just building, if you're just growing food without herbicides, pesticides, and fungicides, that's a step in the right direction. Better, though, would be permaculture, creating ecosystems and food forests and polyculture and taking it beyond even organic agriculture. As an example, you could argue that if you're just, generating all your power from renewable sources, then you are taking a step in the direction of earth care, and that is true. Better would be if you know that you're buying the hardware for that from the most sustainable companies in the world, and if it's been installed with care and consideration for the environment, and you have complete oversight of that, would be a step in an even bigger step in the right direction. You could say that if you're building a home that's built without toxic materials and built to last longer than traditional homes and to stand up to natural disasters better than traditional homes, then that would also be earth care. And you would be right. All these things, any of these things applied, would be a step in the right direction and would be an example of being more earth care conscientious than not. Earth care communities, however, are designed to be complete communities designed for true stewardship. Whole communities that work together to give more than they take to the local environment and globally, and to work together in a cooperation and collaboration of communities around the world working together to create even more methods, iterations, versions, open source tools, tutorials, resources, and do-it-yourself instructions for how to replicate all these earth care philosophies as well. And so I talked about the physical foundations of earth care communities, but what we feel really makes earth care communities is the community aspect of communities. And those would be the emotional foundations of sustainability. And so just as we've identified the three common foundations and are working on the three most common foundations of physical sustainability, we are also working on the emotional foundations of sustainability that we've identified and like to call highest good approaches to fulfilled living, education, economics, and stewardship. That's the earth care part, how to maintain and keep it all running, but also how to steward your surrounding environment, your surrounding ecosystem, and to maintain all this together. And so those emotional foundations are debatably as important, or maybe even more important if you're looking at a world change perspective, than the physical foundations. Although you can't really, we will show you in our open source plans and everything we're creating, we've identified that it would be very difficult to achieve these emotional foundations without these physical foundations to build on them. The cost of the experience, and because of the toxicity of these examples of food and housing, without building sustainable homes that last longer and aren't built with toxic materials, without growing food that isn't sprayed with herbicides, pesticides, and fungicides, those kinds of things, it's like, if you don't have your health, what do you have? But these emotional foundations are what really create the community environment that we're building and developing, so that we can create communities that have the time, the resources, and the desire to truly be stewards. Not just stewards of our local environments, but really stewards of humanity. Saying like, well, how can we move humanity towards a sustainable civilization in a way that works for everybody? How can we live and create for the highest good of all people and all life on this planet? How do we do that? And so One Community has created a model that I have certainly labeled as selfish philanthropy, selfish humanitarianism, because it's designed to create a way of living that most people will consider to be far better than the way they're living right now. To build One Community, it's a model designed to invite a third of the population potential for however big One Community grows to be, and it's meant to grow to be a couple thousand people, so hosting thousands of people at a time coming and visiting and sharing that model and showing people that what we're creating can be yours as well. And not only, I mean, you could say that about anything, but the difference is we're creating it as step-by-step plans, with step-by-step plans for replication, so that people know exactly how much this is going to cost, how many hours of labor it's going to take, the software to be able to manage the whole construction process and maintain that, to be able to manage, an off-site volunteer team if you're a nonprofit like us, to be able to help out with the research and development of things beyond any designs that you want to do outside of our designs, the website infrastructure to be able to support other projects that are open sourcing and free sharing their content, the software to be able to manage other people's projects as well, to make sure that they're actually gathering the data that's necessary to create quality open source content, the online templates to be able to follow to open source other organizations' content, so that there's more and more open source tools, tutorials, and resources for people to follow, and creating it all so that none of that is actually necessary. So people can just take the individual components, whatever it is that they want, any one of these components, and apply them in their lives and lives of your friends, your family, whoever it is that you're interested in, without signing on to any part of One Community. You don't have to endorse Wikipedia to benefit from Wikipedia, and One Community is the same way. We're creating everything so that it can be used without our input or without any collaboration or coordination with us. And so for those people who want to help make One Community even better and the open source plans and everything even better, we can work in coordination with other people using our plans to further develop their plans, to adapt and modify those plans and open source their adaptations and modifications so that those can be other options for people as well. So our idea for Earth Care communities is to make them easy enough, affordable enough, and to add in this social, recreation, community, emotional foundations of community and sustainability, such that they're attractive enough to spread on their own, and to create the step-by-step instructions for people to be able to replicate this anywhere in the world. And so this is our mission. We see a sustainable civilization within our lifetime. It's possible through a self-replicating model like this. If One Community starts and grows to 50 members, and those 50 members motivate 2 more communities to start the next year, and us and those 2 communities working together and sharing what it is that we're doing with others motivates 4 more communities the year after that, and then all of us working together and spreading this idea and sharing what's possible and making it even easier and even clearer to know exactly how much it's going to cost and exactly what's involved can inspire 8 more the year after that, and then 16 the year after that, and 32 the year after that. We can encompass the entire human population in 30 years. Now, is it going to actually happen that way? Well, of course not, because there will be communities that start and don't succeed, and those community members will, if they want to, be able to go to other communities. There will be lots of different reasons why things like this might not work for various communities, but we don't need every single person on the planet to participate. That's not realistic. That's not going to happen. All we need to do is reach that tipping point of mainstream participation so that we can say that we've positively impacted the lives of every person on this planet and achieved a sustainable civilization. What percentage of humanity needs to be sustainable and participating to say that we as a civilization have become a regenerative civilization and a sustainable civilization, a civilization that is now moving towards a long-term sustainability goal, that we have reached that tipping point of participation such that we know that we're going to achieve global sustainability within our lifetime. That can be done within one generation, and that's what the One Community model is all about. And we're doing this because we want to live this way, and because we want anybody else who's interested in this to be able to live this way as well. So this is our idea for Earth Care communities. We're an all-volunteer organization. We're a non-profit organization. We're a non-governmental organization. and everybody's invited to participate. If you are interested in what it is that we're doing, by all means visit our helping page if you'd like to get involved. If you would like to support us in the easiest way possible, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Help us share this information through social media. If you would like to see exactly what our all-volunteer team has accomplished within the last week, people say, oh, I thought this was an update. You're going to talk about this in the video. Not interesting enough. We used to do that. People didn't like it. So now we just put out a weekly progress update blog that includes what every single member of our team has accomplished. It's got pictures, paragraph summary, every single person for our whole team. Visit our written blog for that. If you'd like to see exactly what we've created with over 300,000 hours and over 1,300 volunteers, visit our website. And if you'd like to see bullet points on all the major components of our project, stick around, support our algorithm, watch for another couple minutes, and you'll help out in that way. So with that said, this is what we're up to. This is how we're creating Earth Care communities. And until next week, we will, of course, keep on keeping on. Thanks for following our progress.
The one community approach to highest good housing is eco-artistic home building that is affordable, sustainable, do-it-yourself duplicable, resource and space efficient, and consists of 7 different sustainably constructed village models. One Community is also creating an open-source duplicable city center. It is designed to be LEED Platinum certified, provide 12 guest rooms, dining for over 150 people, and laundry and recreation space for over 300 people, all while saving money, time, space, and resources. One Community's approach to highest good food is duplicable almost anywhere, scalable for different needs, more biodiverse and nutritious, part of forwarding a global open-source botanical garden collaborative, and includes 9 different free, shared, and duplicable growing environments. One Community's approach to highest good education is designed for all age groups, adaptable to any schooling environment, inspiring and fun for all participants, includes national standards, all subjects, lesson plans, teaching strategies, learning strategies and tools, classroom design, and more. The One Community approach to highest good society is globally focused, individually enriching, cooperative and collaborative, includes a highest good network and application, 4 different economic models, and combines fulfilled living and true earth stewardship for the benefit of all people and all life on this planet.